What's good, Wave Gang? It's your boy, AP Waves, back with another video. And listen, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, hit the like button, and just basically hit all the buttons, man. I appreciate it. We're on the way to 1K subs. We're getting closer. But this video is going to be me trying to explain the best way to play one of the most underrated and my favorite champions in the game. Still, I pulled Silver Surfer and awakened him last 4th of July, so I've had him for about a year now, a little over a year, and he was instantly my favorite champion off the bat. We've since took him to rank 3, Sig 200, and I have zero regrets. Even if his prestige wasn't #1 in the game, he would still be ranked up on my roster because I love Surfer, aka Surf Boy RD, aka the Cosmic Swiss Army Knife, that much. But this is not going to be your typical tutorial video, right? So let me just explain why I'm making it this way without making you guys too bored. I personally watch most of my MCOC videos, and when I say watch, I mean listen. So granted, I do like the informative videos where it tells you what to do on screen. I appreciate those, but a lot of the time I'm busy on the go. So I want to make this video for people like me who can put their AirPods in, put their phone in their pocket, and go about listening to the video. So I'm gonna do my best. Yes, I'm on screen. I'm gonna do things with Surfer on screen, but I'm gonna do my best to explain Surfer to where you know everything that you need to know, but you don't even have to look at the screen. The gameplay that's gonna be happening is not important. What's important is what I'm going to be telling you, and I hope that all my experience in playing Surfer will translate into this video to help you guys out. Now, with that being said, we're gonna start off with the basics with Silver Surfer. I'm gonna tell you how I like to play him. I'm gonna tell you how to use him with super slides on. I'm gonna tell you how to use him with super slides off. I'm also gonna tell you his uses. Which makes him so good. So just starting off, if we're going quickly over his abilities, I'm not gonna bore you guys to death, but just know all his buffs have increased potency the higher Sig level he is, which it matters. You'll see the difference. Okay, so he has 3 buffs. He has the armor up buff, he has a fury buff, and he has a power gain buff. Now, all those buffs give him a higher energy damage with each buff, each unique buff he has active. Now, that's 3 buffs. You think, okay, that's not that great. But my man Surfer is immune to Shock, Incinerate, and Cold Snap. But he still gets them on him as if they were a debuff. So, 2 things will happen from this. He will heal if you have willpower, and he also counts those as a unique buff. So if you have those on, it's not only are you healing from it, but you're also gaining a damage buff on there. Now, you rotate activations of his buff with what is called the Power Cosmic, and it has a 9-second rotation, right? And it would be 6 seconds if you use the Dr. Doom synergy. But I think using the Dr. Doom synergy is a little too fast for me, because you also want to balance Surfer's rotations with this. Now, I will say this: Surfer on his base just alone, good champion. Okay. Then if you want to add a little razzle dazzle to him, you bring Odin, which I have a Odin that is rank 5 specifically to tag along with my Silver Surfer, because it gives him three unique buffs. Then his damage becomes from good to like great. So like Surfer's problem with everybody that has the problem that everybody has with Surfer, excuse me, can't speak, is they say that his damage isn't great. First of all, is he the hardest hitting champion in the game? No, but he does enough damage to get the job done. You don't have to throw specials, so he's super slide friendly. Now, you can throw specials if you want, but it's not necessary, okay? And the suggested rotation that I would use and what I have used and what since I've been using, I have enjoyed Surfer so much more. Is a lot of people come out, and I'm going to show you guys. They come out and they throw the heavy. So what it is the heavy activates the buff. You see how those buffs are rotating? Now, when I throw the heavy, I'm going to consume my Power Cosmic here, and I'm going to activate an Armor Up buff. And I always activate the Armor Up buff first because it allows you to manage your rotation better. I don't need the power gains, and I'm going to consume another one. Also, when you consume the buff using a heavy, you kind of phase, so you can't be hit. Now, the reason why I do it in backwards rotation is I'm going to show you. So I'm going to consume this, and now I have all three active. That's all you really need. Look at the damage now that you have all three. I don't have to throw any, really I don't have to throw any specials. Now, you see, I'm going to let the rotation go until the power gain drops off. When the power gain drops off, right, we're going to reactivate the power gain. Now all my buffs are refreshed, okay? So, a lot of people come out, throw a heavy, and they get the power gain. You don't need power gain because you don't necessarily even have to throw specials. I don't really. I don't throw specials. I throw an SP2 sometimes when it's close to ending, but for those who haven't been able to, juggle Surfer's buffs, I always suggest going for the armor up first. Here, we're going to do it again. We're going to let that power gain go off, and when you activate a new buff on Surfer, you got to make sure. Okay. Oh, I actually didn't let it drop off because I got scared. But when you activate a new buff, it's going to refresh all your other buffs as well. So it gives you a time up. See, now I got to restart. So you restart the rotation. I let everything drop off because I messed up. Also messed up again. Okay, then you start it back up, which is good because we're not going to show you guys how it works a couple times. And I'm going to show what it's like with Odin, and hopefully by the end of this video you guys have a better concept. Now, if you throw the SP1 while there's a buff rotating, you're going to gain 2 of that buff instead of 1. It's going to stack up to 2 instead of 1. And then you throw that, now I'm back in the rotation. And this is just the simplest way to where you're not like super confused on what's going on. Remember, let the power gain buff, when you do it this way, let the power gain buff drop off, and then when it comes up, reactivate it, because then it'll activate all your other buffs. Now, you see? Now we're back to full uptime on the buffs. And this is Silver Surfer. He has some synergies, but he doesn't have really any, synergies that's gonna make his damage go crazy other than the Odin. And he's down. Now, was that the fastest fight? Absolutely not. Silver Surfer's not going to be the fastest fight through Realm of Legends by any stretch of the imagination. But what he is going to be is he's going to be very reliable for what he does well, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and end that quest there. I just wanted to show you guys that, to show you the rotation that I use. Now, I use this rotation because I don't want to throw a bunch of special ones because I use the Super Slide Masteries. If you use, okay, hear me out. If you don't use that mastery, I would still suggest you use the same rotation except for activate the armor up buff first, okay? And then when you get around to the Fury buff, then throw your special one. That way you have a 2 times Fury, okay? And then still go with the same activation, letting your power gain drop off, throwing a heavy back when the power gain comes up again, after it drops off. You see, I didn't throw it after it dropped off and I lost all my buffs. You keep all your buffs up if you let the power gain drop off and then reactivate on a power gain. That is the most effective way to do it, and in my opinion, that's the easiest way to keep all buffs up at the same time. Now, let me show you guys an example of how he goes through the roof in usefulness. When you go in to an energy adoption, ice, energy adoption, fire, like, he's very good for that because he's gonna have he's gonna treat those as 2 unique buffs, and he's also gonna get heal from it. He's gonna be healing the whole time. There's one in 7.2.3. I'm gonna find it real quick. I didn't know where it was at, but like I said, once you get this Odin, guys, if you have a 5 or 6 star Odin, you're gonna love playing the Surfer. He becomes a different animal once he is brought out. You put those 3 extra buffs on him. But let me, I just did this recently. I should know where that path is. Is it this path right here? Yes. This has energy adoption ice and energy adoption lightning. Now Surfer is going to get, he's going to get the debuffs on him, right? But he is not going to get the damage. He's actually going to be healing from the damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go here, okay? Before we go in, obviously you guys know how to use, or you should know how to use Odin. You put those pre-fights on Surfer, and he's gonna start out with 3 buffs off the bat. So we'll go Surfer. No, you gotta go Odin. Let me know down in the comments if this video helped you guys. I kind of like you know, I want to make videos that would help me, and hopefully you guys can learn the same way that I learned, and that is through being. Some people learn through doing, some people learn through seeing, some people learn through hearing. I want to appeal to the people who learn through healing, and also show you a couple fights. That way you have you know, a barometer to go off of like, okay, so what did AP do? I wouldn't say I'm the best Surfer player, but I definitely have put a lot of time into playing. Also, when you throw the heavy, it's gonna activate 3 armor breaks, which also makes him a good option for distract. Now look, we threw the heavy when he threw his FD1, and we phased right through it. Now look at the damage. Look at the. You're not gonna see the big yellow numbers because that's not what Surfer's about. He gets that energy now. Now, I say you don't have to throw an SB2, but you can end off with one. So again, oh, don't get hit. Don't get hit. That's not a good thing. But with this node, if you do get hit, dude, are you gonna throw your special? Jeez. You're still healing. Look, I'm still at a full yellow bar, so we're good. So once you get, like, I'm not even looking at the buff really. I don't. When I first started, I'll say this though. When I first started playing Surfer, I was always looking at his rotation instead of looking at what I should be doing in the fight, right? And getting hit like that is not what I should be doing. Okay. Wow. Let's try that again, because the Ronin was we'll restart. Embarrassing. But anyways, as I was saying, Ronin or Silver Surfer, when I first started him, you guys got to be patient with yourself, because I was constantly looking at his buff rotation instead of looking at what my opponent was doing. Now, once you get the hang of his rotation of letting the power gain fall off, and now I'm mad, and now I want to destroy this Ronin, because what are you doing? You're ruining my video here, bro. Throw your specials and cooperate. But this is not that hard to stay in the rhythm of, you know, like, you get into this rhythm and you're good. Now I'm not gonna try to explain what you have to do. I'm just gonna show and just destroy this Ronin. Sorry for the now I'm actually focused and mad and just want to end his life. Also, like I was saying, the armor up buffs. What are you doing, bro? The armor up buffs are good for this track, and the buffs make him good for buffed up. So, like I said, he's good for energy adoption nodes. He's good for this track. He's good for buffed up. Now, any one champion that could cover that much ground is good with me, okay? Not only the way he kind of cheeses these nodes with the free healing and the attack bonus makes him even better for that, for me. Any time I see any energy adoption, anything, Surfer gets brought out the bag, you know? Surfer gets brought out to play. If I see diss track, Surfer gets brought out. If I see buffed up, Surfer gets brought out. You know, like, there's some champions that can cover that much ground, but is there champions that can cover that much ground as effectively as Silver Surfer? I'm not sure. Because look, the video numbers, they're like not gonna blow you away, but look at all that energy numbers just stacking up, guys. Come on, I'm 25 hits in, and this is I mean, he's not gonna get you any legend runs, but he's gonna save you some time. Combo SP1 and he's done. And look at me. I run super slides through a SP2 in that fight, and I'm still at 98% of a bar. Of a health bar. So listen. You learn the rotation for him, and you get comfortable with it, and you know what he could be used for. Like I'm not. Listen, I bring Silver Surfer to my team on a daily basis because he's my favorite champion. I'm not saying you have to. All I'm saying is there is a lot of uses for him other than just prestige, and I hope that this video will bring to light A, how to use him better, B, his usefulness, and C, the fact that he is a pool that should be celebrated. If you pull a Silver Surfer in today's game, he is used in meta, he is used for prestige, he has a lot of uses that I feel go unnoticed. Unblockable, yeah. My guy can get the job done. He can get the job done. Look at these numbers stacking up. And now all the buffs are activated again. We're gonna finish this carnage off with a combo and to a stop block. Try to get it down. Well, we'll put him down, and like I said, I play him a lot in my streams. You guys, if you were in my stream when I was doing this path, I soloed every fight all the way, got to the boss with a full health Silver Surfer. The video is getting up in time right now, so I'm not gonna finish this whole path out, but you guys get the point. And I hope with that, gameplay and explanation, and basically all the different things that Silver Surfer can cover, and the different ways that you could play him, and my go-to rotation, I hope that helps anybody who has just recently pulled a Silver Surfer. I really made this video for Lefty Knox, but hopefully it helps more than just Lefty. If you guys liked the video and it helped, please hit the like button, man. Let me know down in the comments, because there's nothing better of a feeling than me doing a video to help you guys, and you guys letting me know that it actually helps you out. It lets me know that the time that I put in for this video is worth it. So if this is helpful for you guys, let me know. If you want to see more guides from me in this format, let me know as well, because I will gladly continue to do this, but only if it helps you guys. I don't want to put out guides that are only going to help me. I want you guys to just be able to listen and kind of understand how to do it. So let me know, man. Just let me know, and I will continue to do this. I can do this for Killmonger, Omega Red, so on and so forth. I got more champions that I've played for a long time that I could probably help some of you guys out with, but I don't want to do it for no reason. So yeah, Wave Gang, that's going to be it for your boy. Let me know, and that's your boy AP Waves out, man.